for my sin. Blue water wash me clean. Everything to an end like ball to my chin. I wish I didn't know it all. I wish I closed my heart. I wish I see from afar. I wish I come apart.
welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Bruno Guimaraes, is going to be the man who I see as the one who brings balance to the team. I think when he's on the ball, yes, he can be a strong runner, but he's become a very central pivot now in making sure that he helps break lines going forward and denies line breaking for his defence. So he's become a big factor now in any team he functions in.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Lucas Paqueta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bruno Guimaraes with the short one. Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Alexandro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. That'll be a throw-in. Maida. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Ito. Maida. Gets a good foot in there. That has ended up in no man's land. That's good running with the ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Paqueta. Oh, important interception. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Lucas Paqueta. Ibanez.
That was lovely, that.
Rafinha. Nice interception, well timed. That's a good... Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Camisa 10. Neymar.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Spread out to the left. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's got away. It's a goal kick. Back to the keeper it goes. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And this is Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bruno Guimaraes. Opts for safety. Ibanez. It's a good run down the right. Just eases him off the ball. Maida. Kamada. Spread neatly. He is through here. Foot in. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Brazil very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Ibanez. Now Ederson. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That has not gone well. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Duan. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Can he get it through? And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now the breakaway. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. The less said about that pass, the better. Ito. Maida. Ito. Lucas Paqueta. That has found him in acres of space. That's a decent clearance. Brazil have their third corner. And he thumps it clear. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And that's really well manoeuvred. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Maida. Now it's Kamada. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Rafinha. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a... Can he finish? Marquinhos getting this one clear. That's tidy. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Probing pass. Maida picks it up out wide. Lucas Paqueta. Eva Nielsen. That's destined for the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, sweet feet. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then. He's having a hit! And that's off target.
Bruno Guimaraes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Turns back here, probably the best option. He has found the way through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And he was alert to it. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Neymar. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he welcomes it in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lucas Paqueta. And Gabriel. Alexandro. And Gabriel. And it's Marquinhos. Ibanez. Now Ederson. And he's forced to go back. Gabriel. And it's Alexandro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Alexandro. Nicely weighted ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Played through for the wide man. Ito attempts a clearance. And they've got a throw. Ibanez. Now, can they get him away? Hangs in across. Cleared away. Tries to play it through. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Nil here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Kubo. He's found a way through.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Marquinhos. Ibanez. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception. Maida. And he's intervened well there. Alexandro. Neymar. Now it's Eva Nielsen. And he's quick to return it. Kubo. Over to the right flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Edison. Now it's Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Opts for safety. Kamada bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, some astute defending there. Played out towards the right wing. Knocks it into space. He's through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed.
Brazil can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Marquinhos. Now Edison. And it's Guimaraes. Ibanez to Marquinhos. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Played back into the centre. Now it's Doan. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Japan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Doan. Pinches it off him. Bruno Guimaraes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Doan. Driving on and making good progress. Lucas Paqueta. Kubo. Spread to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Distributed tidily. Back where it came from. Neymar. Alexandro. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexandro. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Pretty robust defending.
And he's quick to return it. Might be danger here. Deftly away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's picked his way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Doan. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Great vision. Maida. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Threads one in. Maida. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Ederson. Bruno Guimaraes. Ederson. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Weverton gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That has been knocked clear. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Keeper's dealt with that. Chance to deliver. Impressive jump. And he's gone long. Tries one from range. Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pressing high and with purpose. Gabriel. Kubo. Doan. Kubo. Tries to pass it through. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Doan. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Doan. Can he spark a counter here? Maida. Looking for the run. He has a look up. Shot a goal! Ederson. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha gets on his bike and on the move.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's being shifted off it. Neymar. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Ibanez. Oh, nice touch. And it's Paqueta. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Shoots! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Alexandro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Kubo. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Doan. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
That is quite some save from Waverton.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Tries to pass it through. Maida is in a really good position out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Teremos uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maida! And that could have brought them level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Doan. Brazil leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. That's good vision. Kamada. To his path. That's going to go a long way. I think we're just about done here.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Neymar. Not where it came from.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Threads one in. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Great chance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Paqueta. Ederson.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And it's hoisted clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that was asking for too much. Kamada. 2 minutes to be added on. The most accurate pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Kamada. Quality ball. And that's that. Brazil have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles,